It's time now for Down on the Corner with Dale Hoffman, North Central Arkansas's premier news talk program. Brought to you by Sears Hometown Store, locally owned and operated right here in Mountain Home.
Good morning, North Central Arkansas, Southern Missouri. It is Monday, July 20th, 2020. It is 7 a.m. and welcome Down on the Corner program. Hope your Monday morning's off to a great start. Dale Hoffman, your host. And it is the anniversary of the moon landing from 1969.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember that?
There you go.
Yeah.
No, I can't say that I do.
Really?
I don't remember that.
You do not remember?
No.
Well,
Wow.
I was in a friend of mine's aunt's house down in San Antonio, Texas. And it was a little black and white TV when she was
Yeah.
old, and it was an old,
Yeah.
beat up old house and stuff. But we had been out, we were getting ready to go in the Marine Corps, so that's why we went down there.
That's why you were out.
That's why we were out.
Yeah.
But we came back, and it was just so cool. I mean, it was just
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, my dad was involved in Mercury and Gemini in the days. Of course, we kept the interest going all the way through Apollo. But wow,
So cool.
What an accomplishment by 1969. Well, good morning. Welcome Down on the Corner program. It's brought to you by your hometown Sears store at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. The very best in home appliances, home entertainment, lawn care equipment, tools, and other household items. Anything going on at Sears? Anybody know?
Bob? I haven't been there in a
I
little bit.
haven't been able to get over there. I've been busy. I did go in there Saturday, and they still had no freezers. just like everybody else, there are no freezers.
You get them for Christmas. Santa will bring them.
Yeah, there's
Maybe.
there's maybe some hope of January, first week in January, but I did go into the back of the store and the preventive maintenance programs and having stuff worked on here
Yeah.
is still a big deal.
Yeah, makes a big difference. Your hometown Sears store, 1029 Highway 62 East. Hometown is the magic word right there. You spend your money here, it's invested here, reinvested in the local employees here, and then you get the quality of the Sears name brand. Kenmore, Whirlpool Appliances, and other. I think KitchenAid's listed on the spot that we run here.
Yeah.
And then you got Husqvarna Lawn Care Equipment along with Craftsman Tools. And you just can't beat your hometown Sears store. JR and his staff do a great job. And we want folks to come in from out of town. Come on in from West Plains or Gainesville, from over in Yellville area or Salem. Come on in and shop your hometown Sears store. I mean, they just bend over backwards to serve you. I think somebody said they had a service call in Northwest Springfield one time. Went all the way up from Mountain Home, Northwest Springfield, to help somebody out with a appliance. So that's customer service. There you go. Your
There you
hometown
go, with a
Sears store.
smile.
1029 Highway 62. It's up on the hill behind Wendy's. Same parking lot as Orson's in front of Physical Therapy Connection. Your hometown Sears store. Once again at 1029 Highway 62 East, 425-3191. Stop by today. Come on into Mountain Home and shop your hometown Sears store. Jay and his staff do a great job, and you get the backing of the fine Sears name. I go back with Sears many, many years. Remember as a kid shopping at Sears down in East St. Louis, Illinois. Back then it was a nice store and well organized, and just can't say enough good things about the Sears brands. Your hometown Sears store right here in Mountain Home up on the hill behind Wendy's. We'd love to have you stop by today. We're enjoying Brewed Awakening Coffee. You can do the same thing with 3 locations to serve you. Of course, Baxter Regional Lobby, just follow the instructions according to the virus. Don't know what they've got some issues right now with the virus, so just whatever the sign says on the door, obey that and move on. You've got Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, and those are drive-throughs. So enjoy the best coffee in town. The best coffee in town because it's real coffee. And Mike and his staff do a great job with Brewed Awakening Coffee. You cannot beat that coffee.
It's real
so
coffee this morning.
Huh?
It's real coffee this morning.
Real
Are your eyes
coffee.
open?
No, but they will be in a minute.
You no nap today.
No napping.
It's good stuff. I tell you what, Brewed Awakening Coffee, the best coffee in town. They got the mochas, the lattes, the frappuccinos, the pumpkin spice, the French vanilla, whatever you want. Check out the menu boards, and they can blend it just the way you want it. Brewed Awakening Coffee with 3 locations to serve you. 2 are drive-throughs, Bomber Boulevard, 62 East Plaza, out by Anytime Fitness. Mike and his staff do a great job, and they're looking forward to serving you the best coffee in town. If you're not drinking Brewed Awakening, you're just drinking muddy water. Brewed Awakening is real coffee. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect. Roller Funeral Homes, 29 in the state to serve you, with one in Memphis, Tennessee. Here in Mountain Home, you talk to Brad, Bruce, Charlotte, Chris, anyone there can help you. Pre-planning, emergency, passing of a loved one, elderly loved one, whatever it may be. So many different scenarios. They're there to help. They know what to do. They know how to guide you and get you through a very rough time in your life. And just let them handle it with all our respect. It's not just a logo we put on the screen. It's how they do business on a daily basis. Excuse me. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. I tell you, anyone out there can help you. They'll guide you in the right direction. They make it easy. And they understand, caring, loving, understanding, and they'll get you through a very, very tough time. Roller Funeral Homes, bringing the morning prayer each and every day. We'll pause now for our morning prayer. Heavenly Father, in Colossians 4:6, your Holy Scripture says, let your conversation be always full of grace, seasoned with salt, so that you may know how to answer everyone. Maybe we need to read that before we respond to Facebook posts about the virus and wearing a mask. But Lord, how we talk is the basis of our personality. The first words out of our mouth when meeting someone we've never met before is an everlasting first impression. Lord, maybe as Christians, watch our language that we may be a witness for Christ, especially when meeting someone. Let the love of Christ show in our language and our behavior. And once again, Lord, I pray you heal our people, heal our nation, and end the virus. It's my prayer today. Amen. Roller Funeral Homes of Arkansas, bring the morning prayer each and every day with all our respect.
And now,
Did you practice
here
over the
we go.
weekend?
Sure.
Dun, 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 the weather.
Well, let's see. If that was an American band says, I'll give it an 85. It's not all that easy to dance to, but you know, remember that?
No, it's not.
If it was on Soul Train, they'd all sit down.
You got to give it a hard time. Bob's paying for it.
Morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Take two. Retire to Arkansas.net. Let's take a peek at the White River. Yeah.
Pretty
there you go.
shot this morning.
Beautiful. Beautiful sky. River coming around there through between Marion County and Baxter County, Arkansas. You can see a little bit of the baseball park, Railroad Museum there to the front center part of the screen. A little bit of fog over on the right-hand side.
It is a good shot.
But it is a beautiful shot this morning.
Good
Wow.
composition. Yeah.
Yeah. Boy, wouldn't Dwayne
Thank you,
have
yeah.
a heyday painting that one. Wow. You go to retireToArkansas.net, look for the live webcam, and while you're there, you got a little camera icon, you take pictures throughout the day. The beautiful White River coming through Marion and Baxter counties, looking into the Cotter, Arkansas. While you're there, check out all the listings, not only with the Z Team at Century 21 LeMac Real Estate, but the other multiple listing service numbers. Bob will be on here in just a few minutes with This Week in Real Estate, and we'll elaborate more on the real estate situation. But I will tell you that Linda is a professional stager, and when you list your home with the Z Team, you get the professionalism of Linda and her talents in how to set the house for that certain eye appeal that gets the home sold. And so we'll talk about needing some listings through the MLS all across the region, and so Bob will be on here in just a few minutes. The morning weather brought to you by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas.net. We're showing 75 already in Mountain Home, 74 at Harrison. It's 77 in Batesville already, while it's 73 in Salem. And let's see, Batesville 77, Salem 73, 75 at Calico, 74 at Flippin, 72 at Marshall, 73 at West Plains. Then around the region, they had a lot of storms in the St. Louis area, from St. Charles back over to Belleville, Muscuda, Illinois. It's 71 already there. Poplar Bluff at 77, 73 at Springfield. But in contrast, in Watford City, North Dakota, it's 59. Wow. Who can imagine? And we do have some shower activity throughout the United States, mainly in the Midwest right now. Nebraska, Kansas, Missouri, and Iowa getting the heavier part of the showers. Lighter showers in Montana and North Dakota, South Dakota, a little bit in Nebraska, then a little bit in extreme West Texas on the New Mexico-Texas line right now. Some shower activity in Illinois, but almost too light to pick up. So we'll zoom into Arkansas and see what we've got going on. Doesn't look like much at all. 62, 412 east and west of Mountain Home is clear. Highway 65 to Branson in good shape. Highway 67, 167 as it splits from the Searcy BB area going to Batesville and on up to Poplar Bluff, where 67 splits off 167. Looks like interstates 30, 40, 49, 55, 555 all in Arkansas in good shape. I-155 at Dyersburg with a little bit of rain to the east of Kennett. Missouri and the Boot Hill. Other than that, we're in pretty good shape there. Moving on up, a shower north of Poplar Bluff on Highway 67. I-44, Lebanon to Raleigh, you got some shower activity. Then you kind of see this loop come in here. Comes in around the Kansas City area on I-70 between Marshall and Kansas City, Missouri. And this shower activity goes all the way down into Salem, St. Robert, and the Rolla area just south of I-44, affecting Highway 63 at Phelps County, Missouri.
So
Little
near
bit
yet so far.
Do what?
So near yet so far.
Oh, I know. And I was had a Facebook alert. I'm pick up some of the stations in St. Louis. Man, they got hammered last night. I mean, the Jefferson County, St. Louis County, St. Clair County, Madison, Union County, and Illinois. They got some heavy rain all across I-70 and 64 last night. Right now, a little bit on I-64, East St. Louis, Illinois to Mount Vernon. And you can see it moving in here, kind of fading as it gets to Mississippi River. Look at this up here in northwest Missouri, northeast Kansas, and southeast Nebraska, and even in southwest Iowa, a lot of rain going on. So, and there is a drought situation up there. The drought up there in Missouri was, they need some rain according to that. Anyway, on the forecast map, we have a heat advisory for the I-95 corridor from South Carolina all the way up into Maine. And nothing for Arkansas, Missouri. A little bit of a flood watch box in southeast Nebraska due to the heavy rain right now. 7-day forecast for us. We're going to be at 94 degrees today, 72 tonight. Temperature range 94, 91, 92, 92 all throughout the week, which is normal for July in Arkansas. We do have a 50% chance of showers on Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night. 50% chance on Wednesday. We could use just a little bit of rain here, just to, kind of cool things down. And we have everything going smooth. There's a little bit of slower traffic this morning at the on Highway 5, on Interstate 555. The new interstate used to be Highway 63 going to Jonesboro, but that's been cleared up now. And let's see, Missouri Department of Transportation. Everything looks like it's in good shape. Highway J, let me back up. Highway 201 in Arkansas turns into J. If you're not familiar with the territory, you may be visiting the area. 201 in Arkansas turns to Highway J in Missouri, and there will be some detours because they're working on the Lick Creek Bridge up there. And so if you need to go to Missouri from Mountain Home, either take Highway 5 or Highway 101. And current pollen index is 3.6 today, 4.2 tomorrow. Chenopod's, plankton, and grasses are your culprits today. Bull Shoals Lake has dropped to 688.55. It's 29.5 feet above 659, the full pool. Norfolk Lake at 572.94. It's 20.94 feet above a full pool of 552. Worldwide on the coronavirus, we have 5,307,000 cases worldwide, with mild condition 5.2 million and 59,642, 1% critical throughout the world. On the Arkansas scene, the 6-county report of Baxter, Marion, Stone, Searcy, and Izard. Positive test 155, recovered 118 with only 35 active. Recovered is 76.1%. Active to positive percent is 22.5%. The active to population 0.0003335.
Click on the Baxter County. What's it saying for
We've got 11
Baxter
active
right
with
now?
44 positive. 44 positive in Baxter, 11 positive with 33 recovered.
Yeah, I knew we picked up some at the
We
end of the
picked up
week.
several,
so.
And the negatives, the negative tests come up to 2,772. And so, you got, say, 2,700 there, 1,100 there, 900 there, 1,400. The negatives outweigh the positive, but still in Baxter County, we picked up quite a few over the weekend. 44 positive, total positive, 44. This goes back since they started counting. So we've had 44 positive, 11 active with 33 recovered out of 2,772. So we're in pretty good shape there. Crude oil prices today is at 40.26. It's down 0.33 right now. And the Dow Jones Industrial is looking good. It's 26,671.95. I did a little research on it. On January 2nd, the market was at 28,868.80. We're at 26,671. We're within 2,200 points of being back where we were on January 2nd. So we got a pretty strong economy even with the virus. Morning weather and all the updates brought to you by the Z-Team. Bob and Linda Zdora for all your real estate needs. 870-405-0793. Retire to Arkansas.net. Read that small
This
print there,
the
friend.
PSA that you got? JP&O Prosthetics and Orthotics is doing their back-to-school bash. They'll be in West Plains on July 22nd, Mountain Home on July 23rd, and Harrison on July 24th. With the COVID, a lot of the kids and stuff haven't been able to come in, but they're wanting to do a back-to-school bash before they get back to school, and all children get a free consult, whether you need shoes, inserts, or braces. Give JP&O a call, 421-2069.
Community calendar events, anybody? Bob?
We got Wrestling Awards Banquet tonight.
Oh, good.
7 o'clock tonight, Hickory Park Wrestling Banquet. If you committed to buying some tickets, it's not too late for you to bring your money. They can bring it by the station here, bring it to me at Jim Brown Company. Either way, that will be the last thing we do tonight is draw for that car.
Yep. So the car giveaway is tonight.
There you go. Mm-hmm. There you go. All right, coming up this week in real estate with Bob Zdora. Be right back.
At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pickup orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. When you need durable and comfortable hospital scrub stat, you need the Uniform Shop. The Uniform Shop is the place for top quality uniforms, carrying a great selection of name brands, including Carhartt, Vera Bradley, Urbane, and Grey's Anatomy, as well as shoes from Skechers, Nursemates, Softwalk, and Landau, stethoscopes from Littman, blood pressure cuffs, scissors, name tag retractables, compression socks, paramedic VDUs, and Rocky boots. The Uniform Shop also offers customizing embroidery and minor alterations. Let us put you in uniforms. Shop the Uniform Shop.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
Hi, it's Bob Zdora, the Z-Team at Century 21 LeMac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. As you know, we are all facing some unusual times. Be calm, be smart. The business world of real estate will continue. We may have some delays and some changes that are out of our control, but life will go on, and this too will pass. Give thanks for this wonderful country that we live in. Give thanks for the neighbors that we share. If there's anything we can do to give you a hand, give us a call, 870-405-0793, and check out our website, retiredoarkansas.net.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Hi, I'm Benny with Ammo Dump.
At Ammo Dump, they carry new and used firearms, large supply of shotguns, rifles, and handguns. Ammo Dump will buy, sell, or trade in your item and can special order whatever you like. They also have knives, scopes, ammo of any caliber, and provide gun cleaning and restoration. Call them today for the best competitive pricing around.
If I don't have it or can't get it because they don't make it, come and see us.
That's Ammo Dump, located next to Woodman's Package in Norfolk.
When you're out of 7:20 on a Monday. This week in real estate with Bob Zdora, Bob and Linda Zdora. For all your real estate needs, 870-405-0793. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome back.
Morning.
Good to see you. Busy week?
It's been busy. Yes, it has. Yes, Linda was on the computer all day yesterday, and just been one thing after another. You know, people calling, people looking for information. People, how come when I'm looking for houses and I look again 2 days later, they're not on there anymore?
So
That's because they went under contract, and they don't. It doesn't compute. It doesn't register. I mean, we're not these bigger areas where you've got hundreds and hundreds of homes. You know, we got a couple hundred, and that's it. And that's for actually a pretty good size area. I mean, that's from Missouri down to Mountain View. So when you look at it that way, the 316, which is actually probably under 300 in real numbers, there aren't that many. So we told people that if you're looking to buy something, you need to buy it. There isn't a lot of shopping. We can go out and look at homes on a day, but you need to be able to move forward.
So what happened between now and 3 years ago when there's almost 1,050
Well, the
homes?
economy is so much better. You talked about the economy picking up, and the economy's better. More people are working. The interest rates are great. The coronavirus has moved some people to want to leave where they are and want to come to other places.
Right.
This being one of the places that they want to come to. We used to fish. We get the same thing. You know, we used to fish down there. We used to vacation there. My aunt lived there, whatever the case may be. And so it's obviously the quality of life that we have here is just huge. And all of those things come together to, it's kind of the perfect storm type thing. Then in the more civil unrest there is in these different places, that makes people more antsy as well. Now they have to sell their home where they're at, but the market's still pretty good there too. So
how'd you like to be selling a home in Minneapolis right now?
Well, there's, I saw things saying that 26 guys went into their police academy. Okay. But, I mean, life is going to go on. No matter where you're at, life goes on. So they may not like it, but they can't leave because of the job they have, because of their 3/4 of the way through school, and they don't want to pull the kids out of school. I mean, there's a lot of factors that there's a lot of factors that go into making decisions like this, and we help people make good informed decisions. That's really the deal. When we talk to them, as far as whether they're looking to buy, whether they're looking to list and sell, that's they want their reassurance that they're going to be okay.
And I was watching the city council meeting last Thursday evening, and the mayor's got some incentives on encouraging new home building in
I
the
saw
city.
that, yeah. And it's going to help. I mean, God knows we could use it. We only gave that one subdivision that's going in over there on 16th Street. Aside from that, there aren't a lot of spec houses. Guys got burned a couple years ago when the market fell out. But I mean, the market's still strong. The type of economy that made everything fall apart then is not the circumstances now. We're just, I think, as a country, we're in better shape than we were then. We'll see what happens in November. And, the presidential years are always kind of iffy for real estate because people don't know. Well, if this guy wins, this is going to happen. If that guy wins, that's going to happen.
Speculation.
And then you start to get, the ads will start, and it's, he's an idiot, he's an idiot, he's an idiot. And it takes its toll on everybody. In between that and Corona and all the other stuff that's going on, there's country's got some issues, but we'll work through it. We always do. I mean, that's what we are. So we'll be okay. We'll be okay.
So what would be your advice for a young couple? They've been married, say, 3-4 years. They have one child, one on the way. Looking to buy maybe...
I mean, I'd be out looking, seeing what I'd get pre-approved, because that's what the first thing that a seller wants to see. The seller's agent is going to recommend to their seller, make sure they're pre-approved so that we're not starting to go down the path and find out that they can't buy it. So you want to get if you're a new buyer, you want to get pre-approved. You want to be, if you're a veteran, get a VA loan. Sam and I are both military relocation professionals, and we have that designation from NAR, and we can help with that, or we can help with the different places to help you get VA loans. Stay off the internet. Deal with the local bank. We talk about local businesses, local banks. That cannot be overstressed how important that is to deal with somebody here in town. You'll get an answer like right now instead of ending up on some phone tree waiting for somebody to maybe answer and go, who is this? What's your account number again? Go where you can sit across the desk and say, hey, Gwen, hey, Rick, hey, Bill, this is what we need to do.
Yeah.
And very important. So that you know what you can do. That's really the whole thing with that. It's not just to show that you can buy something. You need to know what it is you can buy so that you're looking in the right places, at the right price point, right area. And that's very, very important because we want you to be happy. We want you to be a happy buyer, not a dissatisfied buyer who starts thinking that, well, we're okay. We can afford $200,000 to find out that you can afford $150,000. There's a big difference in that as far as what it is, what type of properties you're going to be seeing at those two different price points. It's very, very important. I want to take a second. Today is our 15th anniversary with Century 21.
Wow.
Jewel took us in as homeless orphans at the time. And much to the chagrin of some people who said that they'll never work in this town again. They're done here. We're here. And we're bigger than ever. And the Z team has been here to help people. What was that
award about that tall last week?
Well, that's true too, and that's part of it. But we're here bigger and better than ever. Linda and I have just really done everything we can do to help improve our skills and our ability. Forming the team was one thing, and then bringing other people on. When I was leaving, we were talking, and she says, we don't take vacations. We go to conferences, we go to committee meetings, we go to different things, we go to state conferences, we go to national Century 21. We take classes all day. You spend a week in Florida, and you saw, this was the sun out today? Don't know. Been in a ballroom listening to some great speaker help us hone our skills. And we've done that. Every year we do something to try to better our skills and find better ways to service you. We're accredited buyers reps. We're senior real estate specialists. We're graduates of the Realtor Institute. And like I say, Sam and our military relocation professionals. And it's just, that's what we do. And over the 15 years, we have helped a lot of people be able to move on to the next phase of their life, whatever that phase may be, whether it was coming here, whether it was leaving here. Very, very important. And having the team, there's no extra fee for that. The professional fees, service fees stay the same. Mm-hmm. You get 6 of us, you get 1 of us. And having the 15 years of experience that we have acquired with Century 21, plus the time before that, but those 15 years, I think, were very instrumental in us being able to help as many people as we have. Linda's a licensed stager, as you say, and we have helped a lot of people. So if you're thinking that, we're going to make this move, we always wanted to go to Phoenix, and we want to go now, well, we still can, whatever the case may be, we're here to help with that and take advantage of the educational opportunities that we've taken advantage of and use them to your advantage. Being able to, nobody does better marketing than my honey. She's very good at what she does. She's dedicated to what she does, as are we all. But like I said, somebody had said something about, it's more because there's 6 of them and they get 6 mouths. No. It's all one deal, and it's the same for everybody. And being able to have that 15 years of experience as opposed to having someone with 15 weeks, that's here to help you. That's what we do. So I can't overstate that.
So get some numbers.
This week in real estate, there were 53 new listings came up, 4 commercial properties, 20 parcels of land, 28 homes came on the market. They came on in a range from $889,000 to $59,000. 4 of those came up as active contingent. Well, they come up as taking backups, but that means that they're under contract and they're going forward. There were 49 sales, 2 commercial properties, 16 parcels of land, 31 homes sold last week. They sold in a range from $359,000 to $40,000. The average sale price last week was $159,000. 191 days on market, so some of the older stuff is getting sucked up. Stuff that wasn't selling before is starting to work its way into the market. But $4.9 million in residential real estate closed this past week. 14 properties expired, 22 had price changes. There's still 84 pendings. There's properties up in Missouri. If you're thinking of buying, there's some great opportunities up there for people. My honey, Linda, and Darlene are both licensed up in Missouri, and they can show you properties up there, and they're very good at that. Darlene likes going up there. There's currently 314 homes listed on the MLS. Like I say, and out of that 314, at least 14 of those are double, triple listed. 109 in Mountain Home, 23 in both Shoals, 9 in Cotter. So there's not a lot of properties out there, but there's still some nice places. I mean, stuff comes up and it's like, wow, okay, that's pretty cool. And so you send it out to people and get them out here. Year to date, there's been 549 homes have sold for $87.5 million. Average sale price this year has been $159,000 with 144 days on market. Last year, year to date, there had been 591 homes that sold for $87.5 million. So actually the dollar money amount worked out. It's not a typo. $87.5 million. And the average sale price last year, though, was $146 with 134 days on market. So we can see how the people not being able to come here for 4 months has affected the market, because not as many homes have sold this year as last year. Whereas at the beginning of the year, I mean, we were just on like record-breaking, the market was on record-breaking pace. And come March, it was like, whoops, hold it, stop it. Stop the presses. Stop the presses. But people are coming down. I mean, you can see it when you're driving around. You can see the different license plates. You can see people in restaurants, people who, you can see them just looking around and not, so be cautious of people. I mean, it's summertime anyway. There's people that are down here vacationing and things. Pay attention to traffic. They don't drive the same here as they're used to, and it can be kind of challenging for some of them to understand that you don't blow your horn. If somebody blows their horn at somebody and everybody looks at them like, "Are you goofy?" It's a different way of life here, and we're blessed for it. We truly, truly are. But give my honey a call. She's at 870-405-0793. Check out the website, retiredtoarkansas.net. It's got all the listings for the MLS are on there. So whether you're thinking of buying, selling, you can see how we can market your properties. You can see how others have marketed their properties, their listings. It's not about listing. It's about being sold. If you think enough to think that, we should have them come out and take a look. We're not really going to sell. We're just trying to. That's why you called, was to sell your home. You want to. I got my boats for sale now. I don't just put it out there that, we'll take it off. No, my boat's for sale. It's not. That's why I'm going through this. So, but give my honey a call, 870-405-0793.
Retiredtoarkansas.net.
Yes, sir.
All
15
right.
years at Century.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
15 years.
Amazing. Yeah.
15 years
awesome.
and 4.9.
Jewel took in some couple of curves, but I mean, I don't think we can get all the way back to the beginning of how many properties we sold, but we have helped a lot of people. And Century 21's has a lot to do with that. I mean, there's no question that that brand name and that confidence that people have in Century 21 makes a big difference.
For all your real estate needs, the Z Team, 870-405-0793. Time for a break. Be right back. When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
Driftwood Lanes. Fun happens here.
It takes the right gear to survive out here. Oh, there she is, Ferris. It's the best gear around. Strong as an ox. Safe as houses. Out back, there's one powerful beast. Awesome. Four-wheel suspension, handles whatever Mother Nature throws at you. Designed to take the hard out of hard work and deliver all the power you could need. So if you want to tackle the great outdoors, get yourself a Ferris.
Get the only mower with suspension technology at Mower Warehouse in Mountain Home, where they accept mower trade-ins, have flexible financing options, and services all brands and models. That's Mower Warehouse, located on Buzzard Roost in Mountain Home.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Take a step back in time when going to a barbershop meant more than just getting a haircut. Come into Legionnaire Barbershop today, a unique gentleman's barbershop. Get back in style with 2 experienced licensed barbers who are trained in tonsorial arts and lock removal and are happy to give you a straight razor shave. Legionnaire Barbershop is veteran-owned and operated and located at 1041 Highland Circle, Suite 55 in Mountain Home. For a full, old-fashioned barbershop experience, stop by Legionnaire Barbershop today.
That'd be good TV.
Yeah.
Monday Morning Business Spotlight. We're here with Tim Bruce from Colt Combatives. Tim, welcome.
Thank you.
We the purpose of this show is to let people know what businesses are in our area, what they're all about, kind of what your background is, where you came from, and what brought you here. So let's start off with where is your business located?
Business is located in the Old Harps Plaza, 914 Highway 62 East.
Okay.
It's right in the middle of the strip.
And what is Colt Combative?
Colt Combatives is a mixed martial arts gym where we focus on self-defense application for keeping people safe. It's taking a little bit of each of the best sport martial arts, boxing, wrestling, and jiu-jitsu, and just using what really works for people, the everyday person can learn and train and learn how to protect themselves and their family.
What brought you to our area? What brought you to Mountain Home?
Well, for Mountain Home specifically, my 2 best friends I ever had down in Mississippi had both originally came from around here. And surely enough, they both found their ways back here, and after a long enough time, I found my way here too.
There you go.
So,
how long have you been in business, Tim?
Only about 5 months.
5 months?
Yes, sir. And that's about the same time as I got here as well.
The world today, martial arts, everybody thinks about the Kung Fu show and and Bruce Lee, and it's all about rip 'em up, tear 'em up, be the biggest, baddest. Then the Chuck Norris Texas Ranger come along, and it was more, he used martial arts to be a law enforcer.
Correct.
Today's world, people need to know how to defend themselves, how to take care of their own stuff, their own body, and protect their things. We look at the news today. You can go to Facebook right now, and I guarantee you there'll be
nothing but chaos going on.
A dozen new somebody beating somebody up for no reason. What you teach, is that something that helps not only with confidence, but does it help with what to do if you're jumped from behind?
Exactly. So the basis for our style is bare knuckle boxing, and the first thing that we go over beyond just personal awareness for where you are is how you respond when you get hit to the strike you don't see coming, right? Because most times when people attack you, it's not going to be a situation where you're standing face and face to them and they hit you. It's usually the one you don't see that's going to get you the worst. And people's first response is always to throw their hands and to try to defend themselves. But that's the worst thing you can do, is open your guard up and be struck again and again. So our training goes over defense first, where you want to cover up and learn how to protect yourself in a close situation. That way you can stay awake long enough to defend yourself. Because what most people, their response is flail or grab, because instinctually we're meant to wrestle. So we got to get out of that situation where the first thing we get hit, we want to try to grab, because that's usually when the second and third hit strike and you get knocked out. So the response is, you're not going to see the first one coming, but you want to respond better when you don't see it coming. You get hit, you immediately take a stance, you take a good guard position, analyze the situation, and respond.
Definitely go on the
offensive as soon as you can.
As soon as you can, yeah. Be on the defensive, but don't overthrow your guard.
Correct.
What made MMA fighting so popular?
For one, for martial art, it's seeing that everything coming together, and it's weeding out the things that don't work. For the longest time, like you said, everyone was watching kung fu movies, and they were watching Karate Kid and going through, and they were trying to think that this karate things work and these kung fu things work, and then you got MMA come along, and people seeing, well, that doesn't work, but now through analytics we see that, okay, real boxing works, real wrestling works, real jiu-jitsu works, combative sports and things of such, that works. So people now know they have a pure product, right? It's been filtered, everything's been filtered, so we get the best of the best immediately. You don't have to search out one place all across the country, you can get it anywhere now.
What has been the biggest influence on making that sport popular, though? I mean, it is a true sport. It's
definitely a sport.
It's not just self-defense. It's a sport that people compete in. That's how I know you, is because my oldest boy
competes in
jiu-jitsu, and now he's wanting to do some more hands-on with the boxing and the kickboxing side of it. And mostly, as he tells Dad, it's mostly for my job, Dad. Well, okay.
The allure of the sport is that it is so diverse. You can be an amazing grappler, put enough stand-up fighting into your system, and still do well in MMA, because you can just go to where your game works best. Likewise, you can have someone who's a really amazing boxer and work on their defense for being taken down, and they will do really well in the sport. So the sport has so many different levels it can go to. It's never just the same jab, cross, hook that you'll see in boxing over and over and over again. You never know what's going to happen. They may knock each other out. They may stand up and bout the whole time. They may go to the ground. There may be a submission. And there's just so many different layers to it. That's probably why most people who are real fans of the sport enjoy it, is because it's so multi-layered.
That, and you look at TV and how they predicted karate and kung fu, and you brought up the movies and the situations. And most of the time when you look at karate, I mean, I know they have their tournaments and their this and that, but the televised stuff is all about the movie scenes or the this or that, where you turn around and you look at MMA, they said, all right, we're going to take two people, we're going to put them in a ring live and do a live performance of how it brought a different dynamic to a combat type sport of just, we're going to put two of them in the ring, we're going to film whatever happens and let them go.
Yep.
Where did this sport originate?
Well, MMA.
I mean, I know that each different.
Yeah, MMA can trace its roots all the way back to Greece with this style called pankration. Pankration was what the Greek wrestlers and Roman gladiators would use. It was a style of bare knuckle boxing where they'd wear knuckle dusters, so it was like a crude rope glove, and they would allow wrestling and striking and kicking. There's even clay sculptures from Greece where you see men throwing kicks and you see men doing different kinds of submissions. So MMA technically started there, and then the next big martial artist, who was a mixed martial artist, was a man named Edward Barton Wright in 1901, and he put together the styles of Savate kickboxing, which is French kickboxing, English boxing, and Swiss wrestling, and judo from Japan, because he had went and studied in Japan for 2 years and then came back and had two of the students of Kano Jigaro, the guy who created judo, go with him. And then from there, everyone goes to the 1960s with Bruce Lee mixing up boxing with his Wing Chun and a little bit of judo from people he trained with, like Gene LaBelle. So there's been different eras of mixed martial arts, but mixed martial arts is really just human nature, right? We're never just going to wrestle, and we're never going to just strike. We're going to do whatever it takes to stay alive, to fight to survive.
Right.
And martial arts and MMA is just more of a systemized version of that. It's honing in our instincts and making it look better.
It's not like you're going to be in a street fight and say, well, wait, you can't do that because that's not part of the rules. You're going to do whatever it takes to defend yourself. 7:46, we'll come back. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with Tim Bruce from Colt Combative, and we're going to talk some more martial arts in just a second.
Did you know when you shop at Sears Hometown Stores, you are supporting your local community? That's right. Your local Sears Hometown Store is locally owned and operated by one of your neighbors. Their store offers the best of what Sears has to offer with the top brands and appliances, tools, and lawn and garden. They also offer great financing options that work no matter what you need. Remember to stop by your local Sears Hometown Store today and support a local member of your community.
At MSI, they're not just another trash service. They're your friendly, family-owned and operated trash service, providing residential, commercial, and roll-off pickup. MSI offers competitive rates and services 5 counties in the north central Arkansas area. Various dumpster sizes available for commercial and accommodating you with weekly pickup for your convenience. Call Tammy or Kathy today at MSI. MSI Trash Service, small enough to know you and large enough to service you.
When I grow up, I want to save lives, like a superhero, and show up when people needed me.
When I grow up, I want to do animations. I want to create characters that can fly.
No matter what it is you want out of life, there is a path to get there.
When I grow up, I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, but I know I want to go to college.
Arkansas State University Mountain Home. Take your first step at asumh.edu.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we have installed a convenient drive-through window for all your to-go and pick-up orders. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and ask us about our daily specials for a low price to feed the whole family. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. When you need durable and
We're back with Tim Bruce from Colt Combatives, martial arts instructor here in Mountain Home, located in Harps Plaza. Is Colt Combatives part of another organization? Are you a standalone? How does that all fit into play?
I'm purely standalone. I've trained under various schools and I've trained here and there, but as most mixed martial artists know, it's a little bit of everything. So there's no overarching conglomerate that I'm under. It's just I'm teaching martial arts, everything I know to anyone who's willing to learn.
What are the age of your students that you have come in?
So for the kids class, it's 6 to 12. 6 finding that that's the youngest that I can go where they can focus for the entire hour and really retain what they're learning.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible to teach kids younger, but they need more dedicated time. But for the kids class, it's 6 to 12, and then depending on the 12-year-old, they may, if they're big enough, they should be in the adult class. Because if you train with adults and you train well, you're going to be able to handle the other kids bullying you, or you're going to be able to handle an adult who tries to harm you.
And chances are in today's world that they're going to need to know how to deal with the larger person.
Exactly.
Trying to take advantage of them. And it's very sad to say, but it's just where we're at in today's world.
Yeah, you never know where bullying's going to happen. You never know where someone's going to try to make you a victim. That's the whole point, is that they see you as prey. You know.
And I'm sure with the school-age students that you have, you probably stress the thought that this is to be a defense, not to go out and become the bully.
Exactly. It's a self-defense style first, and that's why, like I was saying, we always go over defense first. That way they can protect themselves, and as I tell them, it's finish the situation and then get away, right? But I'm not under the philosophy of just turn around and run, because chances are if you can't outfight that person, you probably ain't outrunning them either. Mm-hmm. And so I want the kids to not just want to flee. You don't want to make them flee, because if they're trying to flee the whole time while they're in the middle of a bad situation, they're going to be turning their back and getting hurt. So what I teach them is to take their stance, take their guard, protect themselves, do what they have to do to prevent the person from hurting them, and then stand their ground and then back out.
And if they run, they become easy prey for the next guy.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, well, let's go beat up on little Joey because he doesn't fight back.
Yeah, he always runs. Exactly. We don't want that. You just stand your ground, just like in olden days. You just stand your ground, do what you have to do, and then shake hands at the end of it.
Where did you learn this art?
Well, I started in Kaji Kembo when I was 8 years old, and Kaji Kembo was like it's a traditional style, but it was eclectic. Kaji Kembo stands for karate, judo, kempo, and boxing. And from there, I trained that for 3 years, and then I moved and then started training in Taekwondo and a style called Lima Lama, but it was mostly boxing. My coach was a boxer, and so he just rep boxing, and then from there, I went to learn judo and catch wrestling.
And what got you interested in that?
Interested in martial arts? I tell people it always started with Bruce Lee movies and Power Rangers. Being a little kid watching Power Rangers and watching the actors on there do kicks, and I just wanted to be one of them. So when I was 8, I'd run around the house throwing kicks even if I didn't know what I was doing. And finally, a friend of my family put me into a martial arts class, and I never stopped.
And how long have you been doing it?
14 years.
14 years?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So the competitions that your students enter, are you with them? Do you go with them to these competitions?
Yes, sir. I'll be the cornerman for them. I'll be the coach. I'll be right outside the cage being able to coach them through the situation.
At what age do they actually start competing?
Well, for MMA, it's going to be 18 and up.
18 and up.
There are some ways you can do amateur where you could be like 15 to 16 for like amateur kickboxing, where you wear headgear, shin guards, and all that. And I would like to do that if ever we have teenagers who want to. But right now, the only fighters we got are 19 and up, and then as far as the kids class, I'm wanting to, or before COVID hit, I was wanting to put together a local tournament. I'm still needing to reach out to the other schools in the area, but I know there's a Taekwondo school here in town. There's other schools in Yellville and whatnot, and I want to get a local tournament for our kids. That way they can sample what combat and tournaments are like. And I also want it to be not point contests like you see in most traditional martial arts. I want it to be a little bit of physical contact. Kids wear full face headgear, they wear big gloves, and they wear shin guards. That way there's no real damage being done. It's safer than football, and have these kids practice their skills. And that way they get a pressure test, and then they know that they can be confident in their system.
And they're going against somebody other than the instructor.
And other than their instructor and other than their friends. Yes, sir.
I have a guest that has a question when you got a minute.
Go ahead.
Do you offer a separate women's class?
Yeah, currently we have a ladies cardio kickboxing class, which it's a kickboxing system, but it's mostly for the workout, burning calories. As far as a self-defense only women's class, we don't, because one of the things is you want to train with men. If you're a woman, you don't want to train with just women. You want to train with men, because if you can train with a man, if you can fight off a man, you can fight off a woman, and you're going to be well-rounded. Now, we have women in our self-defense class at night, our adult self-defense class, but that's my philosophy on that is you don't want to be too comfortable.
Well, that makes sense. If you're doing a self-defense class, you're more than likely going to get attacked by a man
than a woman. Yep.
Than a woman. So, yeah, you'd want to – I get that.
Is this an expensive sport to be involved in? Is the training –
The training's as bare minimum as it can get as far as what I charge. And then as far as gear, the gear's as minimal as also because it's bare knuckle boxing. So most of our training – it's bare knuckle. You just show up in clothes you can move in, and I'll do the rest. Now, if you want to go and get the mouth guard and get hand wraps and gloves, we offer that as well, but you don't need it. That's extra. And that's the beauty of martial arts, is that all martial arts really needs is one willing person and two to make it even better.
So, you hear about being a brown belt and a black belt and a yellow belt and a white belt. Mm-hmm. Is there a belt system in what you teach?
I use a belt system for my children, and it's optional for the adults. Now, and when I say I use a belt system, what I've used is I have a 5-belt system, and it uses a different curriculum per belt. So, for example, the white belt is stand-up focus. So the focus is on their guard and their ability to throw simple combinations, the basic bare-bone boxing and basic jiu-jitsu escapes and wrestling escapes. That way the kid can get out of bad situations and can handle themselves and stand up. Then the second belt is all geared towards clinch work, close-in boxing, close-in clinch work, and knowing how to manipulate someone while still standing. So my belt system is more of a separated curriculum. And then because of the children, they have, they want awards these days every so often.
They want the recognition.
We use a red stripe system for the belt, so that every 10 hours the kid gets a red stripe on their belt, showing that they put in 10 hours of hard work. And that's the system I use. I also got rid of all the colors. I go white with a gray stripe, gray with a black stripe, black, because there's fun in it, and we all have fun, but it's self-defense. It's something to be taken seriously. This isn't karate. This isn't kung fu. This isn't taekwondo. This is martial arts, martial combat, and martial skills.
This is protect yourself.
Protect yourself.
And it's more to be a defender than an aggressor.
Absolutely. Defense first.
We mentioned off air that you have a few policemen in your school. Is that something that should be encouraged more, to get more law enforcement involved in this type of thing, so they have something else in their quiver, something else that they can rely on other than being forced to go to a pistol or, like we said, a taser?
Absolutely. There's no reason that most police officers can't take at least the minimum of jiu-jitsu classes. Like, you have to train every year to be better at your shot on your firearm. You have to go test for your firearm. There's no reason you shouldn't test your martial arts as well. Have a sufficient enough martial arts. Now, I'm not saying they need to go 5 days a week and train, but once a week, twice a month, just to keep your skills honed for hand-to-hand combat, knowing how to take someone down and not hurt them, knowing how to hold someone down and not hurt them, or knowing how to defend yourself if someone's throwing wild punches. You need to know how to take a full guard. That way you don't get hit, and you don't lose your firearm to someone who's attacking you.
And it's just good for them to be sharp and alert.
Absolutely. And plus, and with the way we spar and the practice systems there, it's pressure testing. It's getting them used to people trying to harm them, which is going to keep them calmer in a longer situation when things are going bad at work.
Any more questions from you, Scooter?
No, that was it. Just mainly on the women things, we had a question on that. Now, is everybody kind of mixed together? Do you have beginner classes, or do you just...
Right now, everyone's a beginner because we had to close down because of COVID and we just reopening.
Gotcha.
So everyone's mostly a beginner. There's some folks that have been in there for about 5-6 weeks, but that's still beginner level. We recap the same basics almost every other class. It's a constant repetitional thing. You don't just learn something and we move on to the next thing and we never see it again. You're constantly going over the same skills while adding to your arsenal and then repping. It's repetition. We're trying to etch those techniques into your brain. That way when things happen, you don't have to think about it. It's instinctual. That's
you got to get down to muscle memory rather than having to think about every move.
Correct.
What is your hours where you're at?
So as far as one-on-one classes, that can be scheduled anytime between 9 a.m. and 9 p.m. We have a kids class Tuesdays and Thursdays at 5 to 6. We have ladies cardio kickboxing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 5 to 6. And then the adult martial arts is 7 to 8 Monday through Friday.
All right. And your location again?
914 Highway 62 East, Mount Home, the old Harps Plaza.
Do you have a phone number that they can call you at?
870-517-9587.
Now, are you the only instructor there?
I'm currently the only instructor and sole proprietor.
Awesome. Well, we sure appreciate you taking the time to come out and visit with us this morning. We're glad to have you back anytime, and maybe we can do a little floor demo.
Yes, sir.
There you go.
But right now, we've got to run. Thanks again for coming in, Tim.
Thanks for having me.
Scooter, it's up to you.